What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the final third. Matt and Seth here, and today we are going to be talking about our top 10 left backs in the world. Now, we discussed this when we were talking about our right backs last week on Wednesday. Um, this is a tough list. I mean, I think left backs aren't as strong as the right
Yeah.
backs. I think there are a lot of names that could be up there, but I do think it's a little bit more difficult to actually rank them. But I'm going to
hmm
start. I'm going to share my. Oh, I am sharing my screen actually already.
You are sharing your screen.
I am sharing my screen already, and we'll get right into this with number 10 for me, which is Alexander Zinchenko. I had tough with 10. I don't know if I actually have him in my top 10, but I feel like there aren't. I had a top nine, no question,
Yeah.
and I was struggling to figure out my number 10. I think Zinchenko's good. I'm not sure if I'd actually have him as my 10. Maybe I probably should have just taken like Rico Lewis and said that he was a left back just because
No, I think
I didn't have him in
Zinchenko
my right
still
backs,
makes the
but
list.
I
I
think he
think
can
he
definitely
still
make the
makes the
list.
list.
He definitely wouldn't be my first choice to put on there, but I mean he's good. He hasn't had a great season for Arsenal, but I think he's still got tons of potential and could be a great left back. Number nine, I went with Nuno Mensch. I think he's been one of the best left backs in the world for the past two seasons. He's killing it over in Paris.
hmm
He's been in the media for years since he was like 18 years old. Um, and he's finally like coming to fruition
Yeah.
now and like really solidifying himself as a potential top left back and a starter for Portugal for the Euros potentially. Number eight, Luke Shaw. This might be low. This might be
I don't
low.
think it's low. I don't think
I
it's low.
think for a guy that's going to be starting at Manchester United, for a guy that's potentially starting for England and has
Yeah,
done for
but
England,
look at Manchester United and then look at the
I know.
England left backs. I don't think it's
So,
low. I think he's lucky to make the list.
yeah. No, I don't think he's lucky to make the list. He's
He's
definitely
not
on
world
the list.
class, dude.
But yeah, no, he's not world class either. But he is like, I think there are seven left backs that are better than him. Like that's just the way it is.
I
Um,
think there could be 10 left
so
backs that are better than him.
I could see. So you obviously don't have him on the list. Um, but no. So I mean, I could see the arguments. I can already see in the comments potentially like people saying, "Oh, he's number three. He's number four," you know. But I hear the shouts, but
Well,
at the same
those
time, I don't.
people, those people don't know ball, Matt. Those people don't
Yeah.
know ball.
All right, number seven, Destiny Adogi. I think if he continues this for another
Ooh.
season, he'll be up higher, potentially even top three. But again, this is based on one season, so I couldn't really put him higher. Um, I could have maybe put him as high as five potentially, but I mean he's insane. One of the best young fullbacks in the world. You already saw earlier this week he was in my Premier League U23 11. He's absolutely amazing for Tottenham. Him and Pedro Porro are probably the one of the best right back, left back combos in the world, behind another combo, which I'm going to show in a little bit. But he's got an insane future and he's going to be top for a while. Number six, I went Andy Robertson.
Oh, interesting. This is
I
a
know,
longevity pull here. This is a longevity pull.
I think he's been injured for a lot of this season and he
hmm
hasn't been great, but I think I
Yeah.
have to give him props for what he's done over the past three seasons. He's also
hmm
still a starter for Scotland and he's played well for them when he's healthy. I
What,
think
he's
if he can
starting
get,
over tyranny?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, he should be. But I
Very
mean,
difficult. Very difficult to do.
Tierney's been playing really well over in La Liga. I
Yeah.
don't know if you watched. He's been playing extremely well over there. Um, but he's still one of the best left backs in the world. Maybe
Mm.
I could have dropped him down further, maybe to eight, and moved Destiny, maybe Nuno Mencha, maybe Luke Shaw up. But like he's in the bottom five of the top 10,
I agree.
for sure. But he is a top 10 player. All right, number five into the top five, Federico DiMarco. Another guy from Serie A that has killed it this past year. An honorable mention again for Team of the Year. Um, he's such a natural fullback. I think people were saying that Di Lorenzo was a better shout for Team of the Year than DeMarco. I think DeMarco actually had a better season than
Mm.
Di Lorenzo. Um, so I think he's a little underappreciated. even though
Different
he
positions
was
though.
good. I mean, left back, right back, it is different positions, but I think when people were talking about it when they were waiting for the team to come out, they were saying, oh, if you're going to put someone in, it's got to be Di Lorenzo instead of DeMarco. I
Yeah.
personally think DeMarco is better. I love Di Lorenzo, but DeMarco, I think, is a better player. Number 4, one of my favorite players in the world, Alejandro Grimaldo from Leverkusen. I think him and Frimpong are probably the best right back, left back pairing in the world right now. He's got 20 goal contributions, including like 9 goals from left back. One of my favorite players in the world, and I think he's really had a resurgence. And I think he could potentially make the Spain team this summer and play for them in Euros as the starter at left back. So I'm really high on him. Number 3, Alejandro Balde, another left back from Spain. Those two are going to be battling it out. Obviously, Balde is hurt right now, but he's extremely
Yeah.
young. He started for Barcelona for over a year now as such a young player. He's killing it, and I think he deserves this spot at 3. Extremely quick,
I think
good
he's been
passage
playing
and dribbler.
well. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think but he has been injured for a while. Him and Robertson have been,
yep.
yeah.
But anyway, I think he deserves a spot there in the top 5. Number 2, João Cancelo, another guy that's been playing for Barca, killing it. Really good player. He can play both left and right side. Um, Absolutely amazing season so far. We obviously saw what he could do at
Matt,
Man
you've
City.
messed up, bro.
I have not messed up.
You
I have not
have,
messed up.
you've
But number
forgotten
1
one name.
is Teo
You,
Hernandez.
you have so messed up.
I don't think I've forgotten a name. We'll find out.
You
We'll find
have.
out. I really hope. Oh my God, I did forget a name.
Don't worry, well, I'll get to it. I'll say the name.
He's like one of my favorite players in the world.
Yeah, no, you can't. Don't say it. Don't say it. You can't say it. Do you want to just stop sharing your screen and I'll go through mine?
How did I forget?
Okay, guys. So I'm gonna start
How?
from 1 and move to 10. So the best left back in the world is Alphonso Davies.
He's
Which
second. He's second. Teo Hernandez, I think, is
okay,
still number 1.
he's 1 or
But
2, but you didn't put him in the top 10, bro.
how did I do that?
So yes,
Damn it.
I know ball. Matt does not, obviously.
Oh no.
So
I'm
Alphonso
gonna get
Davies,
cooked.
I think he's the best left back in the world, and
I'm
I
gonna get
think
cooked.
right behind him is Theo Hernandez. I think they're honestly interchangeable. I think it's kind of like we were talking about Trent and Reece James. It's like 1A, 1B. I think
Yeah.
they're both top players, but I think Davies' athletic prowess and his speed kind of push him a little bit over because I don't think Theo's that much better of a defender, and I definitely don't think he's really a much better attacker than Alfonso. Um, so yeah, that's my 1 and 2. Looking at 3, I was kind of disappointed you put this guy at 4, but Mr. Grimaldo,
Yeah. I was
top notch
3 and
player.
4 for me were interchangeable. I think
Top notch player.
at the end of the day I probably would pick Grimaldo 3. I mean, he is probably my favorite left back in the world. But I don't know. When healthy, Balde is really good. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah. I think so. I do have Balde somewhere in this list, but I think the injuries have kind of dropped him a bit for me.
Okay. Yep.
But similar to you, at number 4, I got Mr. DeMarco.
Yep.
Like he's just a fun guy to support too. You know what I mean?
Is.
Like he's a cool player. And yeah, he was a huge part of that Inter side last season and a huge part of them this season. So yeah, just top player. And then you kind of said the farthest up you think this guy could go was 5th, and I agree, Mr. Udogi. I think he's had the season of his life, and I'm still upset I forgot him in our under 23 video the other day. But dude, just such a good player, so solid on the ball, very composed. and a huge part of this young Arsenal side. I mean, Tottenham's a whoa, huge
Whoa,
part of this
whoa,
young Tottenham
whoa,
side.
whoa.
Huge
That's
part of this young
criminal.
Tottenham
That is
side that
criminal.
we're gonna see take over the Prem. And then so at 6, this is kind of where I had Balde fall in.
Okay, yeah. No, that's
Um,
fair. That's fair.
like he's top, but yeah, he has been hurt. He's been out a little bit, but again, he's just so young. Um, and the future for him to get up here is very, very possible, and
Yeah.
probably a year, 2 to 3 away from that happening. Um, Number 7, I went for Rom.
Okay. I like that.
I think he's been
I kind of
playing
forgot
well at
about him.
Leipzig.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's been playing well at Leipzig. I think he's pretty much the clear starter in the German national
Oh,
team right
yeah.
now.
No, come on, Kai
Um,
Havertz.
that's true. Sorry, I forgot about this new FIFA card. Um, no, but dude, Rom, like he's really consistent, strong on the ball, cool head to him. So
Yep.
yeah, I was kind of surprised when I didn't see him in your list, but I think
Yeah.
he is
No,
one of the
I
guys
yeah.
that kind of flies under the radar a little bit. But
I
not
mean,
if you know ball.
he probably would have gone over. Now that I'm looking at my list again, I probably would have pushed Nuno Mensch up to 8, and then had
Mm,
Raum and Davies in, obviously, and those
yeah,
would have like replaced Shaw and Zinchenko, I think.
yeah. I think Davies for sure makes it. I don't know how you didn't do
Yeah.
that.
Well, okay. You know what? It's fine. It's
And
fine.
then at number 8, just as you said, I got Mr. Menge, Nuno Mendes. Yeah, I think again, just another really young player. I think the fact that he's at PSG kind of doesn't help him a ton
Yeah.
because they're not playing top talent. They're not really. I mean, they are. Look, I love the French league. Don't get me
In the
wrong,
Champions
but
League. I mean, they're in the Champions
yeah,
League too.
they're in the Champions League. But I think I don't know. I think a move to the Prem would have been good for him. I feel like I say that way too much though.
Yeah.
Like a move to the Prem doesn't fix everything. And then number 9, I have Mr. Zinchenko. I think you brought up a couple good people to maybe replace, but I think Zinchenko is still, I think he's dropped since he was at City, but I think he's still a top quality player.
Yep.
Um, and I don't know. I think the issue with me for him at left back is he's so much more of an attacker than he is a defender.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where he
I like
falls.
him. I like him a lot more in like the Rico Lewis role with City,
Hmm.
where he kind of moves
Yeah,
into that like defensive midfield role, and the back four becomes a
yeah,
back three, and like that's where I think he fits best. So
I
it doesn't
agree. I
really
think it
work with
suits
Arsenal,
him.
but
Hmm. It
but
suits
yeah.
him a lot more though there. And then to round it off, I'm right. All you people in the comments are wrong. Luke Shaw, he's lucky to make the list. I think Andy Robertson should actually be in here, even though he's been injured for so long. Um,
So
Honestly, I
you
think
didn't have João Cancelo.
no, I don't
Interesting.
think. I think since Zhao's left City, like I don't think he's been a top 10 left back.
Okay.
I think all of these guys, even including Luke Shaw, are clear of Cancelo.
Okay.
I think there's even an argument for Tierney to be above Cancelo.
I was
Um,
considering Tierney in this list. I was
I just
considering it,
don't
but
like Cancelo as a human,
okay.
and I don't really have a lot of reason for that except for I'm a biased loser,
Yeah.
and I've always hated City. But yeah, so guys, these are our lists. Let us know what you think. Please crucify Matt in the comments.
Okay. You know what? It's an honest mistake. I love him. It's okay. It's okay. It
Yeah,
happens. It happens. But
but we'll
anyway,
see you
yeah.
guys soon. Thank you so much for watching.
See you guys tomorrow.